Alright, let's come back to the Serj Tankian illustration. So far, I'm not really happy with the result because it's not finished yet. I was watching the references I gathered. I noticed it's better to have a longer nose bridge actually. So let's make it a bit longer like this. It's gonna help the likeness it feels better now. And I think it's not a bad idea to push this a bit in the back to have this. Yeah, I like it. This ramp, I don't this steep angle, and maybe push this a bit here. No, I think it's better to keep it there. And he has a deep eyes. I don't know you know Serj Tankian or not, but he has deep eyes, you know. His eyes are really inside, you know. Yeah, like this, or in French, comme ça. I'm not a French speaker, I just know some words. I live in a French-speaking country, but I wish I knew this beautiful language, but I'm an old man. All right. And let's work a bit around here and maybe move this here. Oh yeah, it's getting better. It's getting better. I'm just checking the references. Maybe here I can make it a bit thicker. And let me try something. Because I remember I made the mouse a bit small. I just want to do the opposite. If I don't like it, I will undo it. Alright? Or maybe even I can add a layer here. I can delete that layer. Alright, so let's go here. I think it's not a bad idea to try this out like this, and yeah. Alright. And I think eventually I have to separate the mustache and the beard, because I'm not gonna use the hair particle or something, hair restraint. So this thick part is gonna bother me, I know myself. So I have a feeling that in the progress I'm gonna make that part separate. Anyway, so I'm happy with that change I made for the mouth. Yeah, I think it's more convenient. And yeah, one of the things I want to do is make this part a bit more, give it more volume, you know, like marking the bone more here to exaggerate or accentuate the deepness of the eye position, you know, like this. Yeah, and maybe add something here like this, because there is a bone there. Yeah, and now I can move this eyebrows a bit out and push this in. And I think the eyebrows are too thick, if you ask me. So it's better to just, yeah, like this. Yeah, we are getting close actually. We are getting the feeling, you know. Let me bring the, you know, just let me shrink it like this. You know, it has a feeling of Serj Tankian in the face, as you can see. So we are getting close. Alright. Alright. I have a feeling that I want to do the illustration for the whole band. I think I'm gonna make Daron and John and Shava also. And I noticed this should be a bit lower. Yeah, something like this, and it is like this. Yep. Okay. Mark it like, I think I need to move this. Yeah, I a bit in the back. Yeah, I know now it looks a bit too thick, but it's not a realistic illustration, so it's nice if it has some exaggeration or thickness somewhere. It's not gonna kill us, no worries. Okay. Okay. So what can I do more? That's a good question. Because now I get the feeling this is Serj Tankian. I can feel that. But what can I... Oh yeah, for example, if you check the pictures of him, he has big ears. He has a big ears, not correct in English. So the ears should be a bit larger, and sometimes when you are working on the ears, they get a bit or got a bit I don't know which one is correct in English, thin, and it's gonna trouble you, especially in the style that you're looking for. So just be aware of them. Just do some inflation to have some volume here, and save the model. Actually, save the look. All right. Okay, we are getting our Serj Tankian look. All right. So far so good. Let me check something here. Turn off and turn on this layer. Yeah, it helped. It helped. Okay. I'm not gonna go to the details yet. It's too soon. But I have a feeling it's not a bad idea to at least do a try to make this a bit longer. I know it's too much, but yeah, like a foxy feeling, Let me check. I think it's too much. Maybe a bit less, Yeah. And I think it's better to push this a bit back because he has a chin issue, actually. He has a very small chin. I don't know, chin is correct, or jaw, I don't know. Yeah. It's nice if you, when you're watching, just correct me in English, just write down, this is not chin, it's jaw, Just help me to improve my very, very bad English. So I'm just gonna add some lines here to avoid that smooth feeling, because I don't like it. I told you already. And here, let me add some resolution to, to have some feelings of I just want to give it some tries, to just give some feeling. I'm not gonna go to the details. It's too soon for that. All right, I don't like this. Too detailed. And let's push this a bit low. Yeah. It's getting more like it. I like it. All right. And we will go to the details later. And I was checking the picture. He has this part of his ears a bit out, and exactly this part a bit in. So it's gonna help. And here he has some extra flesh and volume. So it's not a bad idea to push this part a bit in to help this shape, to get that feeling. Indeed. Yeah. All right. So for now, I'm not gonna touch the face anymore for now. I just want to add some small things, to just help the feeling, because they are not important right now. I see I'm not focusing on making it really, yeah, here. All right. Actually, I'm happy with the result, All right. All right. Okay. I don't like this. I don't know why I did that. It's better to just keep it simple. I don't like this either. And I want to keep that rectangular shape for the hairs almost everywhere, to just keep that volume. So I need to fill this here and here. All right. So I just want to start sketching the body, to because I need to compare this proportion with each other to understand what is my next move. So I'm gonna add I'm not gonna use these realistic proportions. So I just select the wrong one, and let's duplicate that. And okay, so I'm gonna hide this. I'm not gonna use it any. All right, double to see the inside, because if you turn it off, it really depends to your taste. I don't know, because maybe I come from an old age of 3D. I like to see inside. I don't like that feeling that it's just disappeared. It make me nervous when it's like this. So it really depends to your taste. It's just my taste. All right. And if you push Shift Control S, it's gonna start growing your selection. So I'm gonna compare it with the neck. So it's something around here. So let's undo one. All right, and delete the rest because I'm not gonna use it. And so I need to make some proportion for the body. I'm not gonna use the feet, but I'm just gonna keep them for now. First of all, it's too big. I'm not gonna use this size, so I'm gonna make it a bit smaller. It's too big. All right. Because I want to, he has almost a big head. Oops. I need to turn off the symmetry, and I'm starting working on the proportions actually. So maybe a bit smaller. And I think I can shorten the upper body a bit. Yep. Okay, move it a bit. Or maybe, yeah, let's shorten it. And still I think this neck can be a bit thinner. To me, it's too much. Okay. For now. All right. So let's work on the proportions. Let me make some polygroups to help myself actually for the selections. Okay. Yeah, it's not really important because you're just gonna see some arms, but it helps me if I want to hit something or hide something. It's gonna help me with the selection actually. Come on, just give me a different color. Yeah. Save. Okay, what is my problem with these proportions? I think it's still body is too large. Alright, it's now better, but the hands should be a bit, because these hands are it's, you know, these hands are too small, so let's make it a bit larger. Actually, quite larger because of this style. Alright, so let's move this here, and the hands looks a bit too realistic. Later we need to just, I don't know, work a bit on them to make them more fit to the style. So alright, so I'm larger, made the hand a bit larger, maybe a bit more. Alright, and I think the arms can be a bit thicker because of the style, because as you notice, we are not looking for any realistic features in this body. And I don't care about the feet. The feet I'm gonna change it later, so I don't really care about it. So let me check if I want to make this thinner. It doesn't really matter, honestly. All right. So what do you want to do? Let's move it a bit in the back. All right, Serj Tankian. Let me check the proportions. If I just want to move these arms a bit lower, am I gonna like it or not? It's not bad. So let's do something else. Let's do something else. Let's first of all push this a bit in. Like this, and make his t-shirt the yellow famous t-shirt from Chop Suey video music video, not video music video Chop Suey. And I think I can make this a bit tinier here to give it a more cartoony feeling, like this, because it was too realistic proportion, if you ask me. Yeah, like this. And even here. And I can push this a bit in. It's too much. Come on. And here. Let me check. Let me check with the picture. All right. I think the arm are too thick, so I'm deflating them actually. Okay. And just move them a bit higher. Okay. So, and these are too muscly. So for the design that I'm looking, I don't care because we are not gonna see the legs anyway. But just to get the feeling of the body. That's the reason I'm spending time, because I already told you, if in this stage you like what you did, so later you have less trouble. That's the reason I'm just spending most of the time on this stage, you know, in the blocking, in the silhouettes, in the proportions, because later it's just adding details. It doesn't really matter. It is matter, but I don't want to make it worthless, you know. Those, every stage is important, but to me, in my experience, this stage is the most important one. In my experience, I'm not making any rules. I'm just saying. To me, still the body can be a bit. All right. All right, and the fingers are two features. It has two features. Usually, just let me show you. usually I remove this extra topology, especially if I'm making a cartoony characters, because these details, they're just gonna bother me. So just a quick tip. Well, as you can see, I removed all of these extra edges here. Actually, I tried it in ZBrush. It was a bit tricky. I exported, I did it in Blender and re-imported back. So as you can see, it's the same body. I just removed those extra edges. So I didn't do anything more. And okay, we were working on the body proportions to see. And I want to start making that yellow t-shirt that I like. And duplicate. I'm just gonna use this body that I have already. So okay, I'm gonna remove this lower part that I don't need to making that t-shirt. It's a long t-shirt, so it's better to keep it like this and delete hidden. And yeah, for the sleeves, it's not that long. Delete hidden. Let me check it. Yeah, it should be a bit shorter actually. Yeah, comme ça, or like this. And because the topology is really made for the body, I'm gonna do a retopology here. Z remeasure. I just gonna keep it, I don't know, let's keep it as the same. With the default numbers, yeah, it's more clean. I like it more like this. All right. And if you go to the deformation, to the inflate, you can inflate it a couple of times that you can see the t-shirt on top of the body. It's not a really complicated trick. I know most of you know this, but come on. I just explained what I did. All right. So, and this is the arms. I'm gonna work on these proportions later because here it got a bit too flat. So I need to just change some proportions here to make it a bit, because I'm not looking for any realistic feelings, but yeah, come on. Here it's a forearm, so it should feel like a forearm, even if it's cartoony or stylized. All right. Yeah. And the t-shirt is loose, so I'm gonna make this more like this for now. We're gonna add some details later. It's too soon. I'm not looking for any detail. I'm just trying to find the silhouette and the shapes. As I mentioned it several times already, to me they are the most important things. The details, it's just technical, and you need to just take the time and add detail. It's not something really artistic. Oh, it is. I don't know how this part is more important. Just keep it in your mind. Keep this part is the most important part. All right. For now I'm gonna keep the t-shirt like this, but we will back to it later, because I need my pants to. This part is like inside is bothering me. Let me fix this. Okay, I'm gonna inflate it a bit out. Yeah, you see, it's better. All right. A smooth tool or a smooth brush is really helpful in this stage, just cleaning some details which I don't like to keep. All right, All right, baby. Serj Tankian is getting shape little by little. Oh yeah, there is something inside here which I don't like to keep it like this, so I'm gonna push this a bit out, because this is the shape of the I don't know, the bottom part. Yeah, so let's keep it like this. We will We will come back to this shirt again later. All right, let's save. And okay, all right, so we did the blocking for the face that we are happy. The body proportion is almost okay. We added blocking block out for the shirt, and I see you in the next video. See you later.